Hey everyone, welcome to another video for the Omaha's market update. I want to mark today because this could be the top of the market. I want to show you some numbers that could indicate that we could see a decline. Yes, everybody's talking about that, but it may be a little too early to really determine on locally what's going on in the market. So I want to talk about some articles that's going on here in Omaha, and I want to show you some numbers. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I want to base everything off of this article right here. This is from last week, and it's talking about how higher interest rates are slowing the housing market. Because of the slowdown, we're seeing higher days on market. We're seeing the number of homes increase. Well, I want to show you what that really looks like graphically over the course of a 3-year period. So let's go ahead and take a look at this graph right here. This right here is what I'm talking about. This is really unique. This could be the top of the Omaha market for the foreseeable future. It's a little too early to tell. And as I shared in my weekly report to all of my clients, I indicated right here that normally we see the market decline in the month of July, August, and September. If you look right here, we have June and July decrease. That was the craziest market I've ever been in. Right here, here's June or July, and it decreased in August and September. So historically, we know that the market's going to decline in the later summer months for a period of time. What we need to keep an eye out on is the year over year. If the year over year is a greater degree in the reduction of the median sell price, we're going to see a more favorable market for potential buyers. The buyers that couldn't get a deal put together at all are going to be the ones that are going to get a deal put together today. So let's look at the days on market that article talked about. Well, we're not seeing any increase in the number of days on market. However, if you look at the month supply, look at this. We have increased dramatically from the year before. We have a 36% increase in the supply from last year. The last time it was this high was back in May of 2020, and we just shot that decline because that's basically when the pandemic hit. I'd expect by next year, we're going to have somewhere around here, maybe even a little bit more. Pending home sales have decreased. If you look right here, the year over year it's down 20% year over year. The number of closed sales year over year are down 28.9% for the month of July. New listings are down 5.4% for the month of July. And as I shared before, the number of homes for sale have increased by 27% for the month of July year over year. If we take a look at the price per square foot, overall, we're seeing a slight decline in the price per square foot for the month of July, but year over year still up 11.7% from a year ago. Now, we're going to see this begin to decline over the next coming months. We just need to keep track of how much is it going to decline. Now, this article goes on to share about how interest rates have really risen, and that is the biggest cause to the slowdown. Now, over the past week, we've seen interest rates decline by over 0.5%. So we're probably going to see an uptick in the number of buyers that are looking, but really we still need to keep an eye on inflation and what the Federal Reserve is going to do in the coming months. They still have 2 more meetings where they've talked about increasing the fund rate at least 75 basis points, if not more, depending on how much inflation persists. We want it to be transitory and begin to come back down to about a 2% per year for inflation. Now, a couple other things I want to share with you that's going on here in the Omaha metro area. Just a couple days ago, the mayor proposed an increase in the city budget for Omaha. If you were ever interested to find out what your property taxes went to, here it is right there. Right there, 61% of your property taxes go to education. This is why our education system, a big reason why ours is so good here in Omaha compared to other parts of the country. No, we have our flaws. Yes, this isn't an argument here. I'm just saying in comparison to some other areas that I know of that have very poor public education, this is a big reason right here. Another article here from July 28th. This is this is the riverfront right here. This is a stunning picture, as another one that shows basically the Platte River completely bare down to a trickle, and there's four-wheelers and other vehicles driving on the beds of sand in the Platte River. It's pretty cool. But this shows you that how much the water levels have gone down over this summer. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how economically we recover or handle this, and so I'm just keeping an eye on this because we have more miles of river than any other state. So this is a big one for us to keep an eye on because this is where all of our water comes from. We have 3 major rivers that flow through from west to east in Nebraska. So we want to keep an eye on this. Last article that I want to show you is they just passed a bill here for a development for $335 million in the Recovery Act. And this is going to be going towards the low income areas, historically low income, like North and South Omaha. They're going to start putting this money in, and it's set to begin here in November. Some of the interesting things that I found: if you like content like this, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you're even thinking about making a transition to Omaha or looking to do anything real estate related, please reach out. We would love to chat with you and help you in any way we can. Other than that, God bless, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.